Today, I'm going to share to you how to reverse hypertension and obesity naturally. We're already aware that the leading cause of death all over the world is heart disease, cardiovascular disease. And it's really sad to say that most people died very young age. I have cousins, friends, relatives, even workmates, and they are very young, like around 40s, or some of them are really just less than 40s. And that's the reason I really love to share this to you, because I reverse my hypertension and being fat and naturally, and might change yours. I remember those days when my wife asked me to pick up our boys, and it was raining outside and I was really running out of time. So the moment I got out from our building, I sprint towards the truck because it was raining and I was very late. And the moment I got into our truck, I could hardly breathe and I had chest pain. It was very terrifying. So I decided to call our doctor's office, and the nurse told me, "Hey, Mr. Beltran, you need to go to the emergency now." But here in America, we're very busy, very structured. But I was still thinking to pick up our boys. So I just decided to go ahead and pick up our boys, and just trying to, because I'm a physical therapist, I'm just trying to pace myself, did a deep breathing. And the moment I pick up my boys, we went home and I checked my blood pressure. It was very alarming because it was 170 over 110. And considering I used to take medications at that time. And the next day, I went to the doctor's office, and the doctor was not very happy, and he told me that was really scary, and make it sure next time I need to go to the emergency room. And he told me also that he needs to see me every 3 months. He needs to do some lab works, and treadmill test, and also he needs to bump up my medication, the dosage of my medication. And I was really preoccupied at that time, and I decided to do in the right way. So I decided to change my lifestyle, and thank goodness, I think that was for me, that was the best decision in my life. And again, I really love to share to you how to reverse your hypertension and obesity in 5 ways. This 5 protocol is very, I will say, if you're gonna go to the doctor, especially functional doctor, they will really want you to practice this 5 protocol in your life. And this is very easy to follow. And once you learn this one and practice this and put into action, and it will be part of your life, it will be a game changer. The number one you're gonna do is you need to remove all those salty, ultra-processed, pro-inflammatory, and oxidative food. And the worst is the high glycemic food. If you have desire and drive and a strong why to remove this, because that's what I did. In order to me to be healthier and to get rid of all my medications, I need to make it sure that I'm gonna master. I need to make it sure that I'll be mindful that every time I put something on my mouth, there's no a lot of salt and not high glycemic, and also it cannot cause inflammation in my body and oxidative stress. And that was really like, from doing that, there was already a big change with my blood pressure. And of course, I'm still taking my medications that time. But when I came back to my doctor, the doctor said, "Oh, what did you do?" I'm like, "Well, I just removed this food that really causing a high blood pressure to me." And he was really amazed, and he ran some lab works, and he said, "Hey," he was really curious, "What did you do?" So I told him that I turned into be a vegan. And he said, "Oh, wow, that's amazing. But I'll tell you, you don't need to be a vegan. Just remove all those things, those food that really causing you a high blood pressure and causing you overweight and fat. It will be a game changer. Because by removing that one, your body will appreciate that one. I'm telling you, you feel better just doing that first protocol to remove those, especially this ultra-processed food. The next one you're gonna do is you need to replace, because you need nutrients. This time, make it sure that you're gonna load your body with potent anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and food also that low in glycemic index. And those are the superfood. And don't complicate things. If you're gonna just like taking advantage with more on plant-based, moderation with animal-based, minimizing your poultry and dairies, and the last one is again, if you can minimize or keep away with those ultra-processed food, especially those vegetable seeds oil and high glycemic food index, that would be great. So by doing this to remove and replace, it will be a game changer. I'm telling you how much money you're gonna save, how much energy you're gonna have, and it will help also to kickstart your metabolism, increase insulin sensitivity. But of course, once you are in that zone, you need to make it sure that it's gonna be sustainable. So try to make it sure that it's sustainable and affordable, that you will be consistent for the rest of your life. And then the number 3 you're gonna do is try to reinoculate. And this is the time that you're gonna take good care with your gut, because your gut is very important. And there's a saying that life begins in the gut. And if you're not taking good care of your gut, death also begins in the gut. And I worked in a nursing home for more than 16 years, and we had a patient there, and it was that the nurse practitioner was really wondering because they are giving him a lot of medications and also work with a dietitian, and nothing happens. And one day they decided that maybe we can consider to refer him to the nutritionist. And they referred him to the nutritionist, and the nutritionist said, we're gonna give him prebiotics and probiotics. And by just doing that, there's more absorption with the nutrition, and his digestion was getting better. And for a matter of days and weeks, so a lot of significant outcomes. And again, by just also incorporating fermented foods like your yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, like your pickles, those are your fermented foods. And I already mentioned earlier, for those whole foods, you can get your prebiotics from there. So by doing this 3, remove, replace, and reinoculate, you can see good progress in your health. And aside from that, weight loss will follow. And number 4 you're gonna do is you need to repair. And this is the time you're gonna do the, if you're gonna do this one, just make it sure that you're gonna consider food as medicine. And for me, for the repair and healing, I need to take some functional drink or functional nutrition, which are, I love to consider like turmeric, cacao, greens, because those are like your greens, because those are your nitric oxide. And turmeric, that's your antioxidant, potent antioxidant. There are more than 8,000 studies about turmeric, how powerful is your turmeric as anti-inflammatory. And also they loaded also with antioxidant and a lot of good stuff for your health. And I love also cacao, because cacao is loaded with polyphenols, flavonoids, omega-3 fatty acids, and there's also a lot of studies about cacao that help to reverse your hypertension. And there's a saying also that once your arteries are healthy, health will follow, because you're not taking good care with your arteries, you have a lot of plaques, you're high risk with heart attack. And again, there's a lot of people died because they're not taking good care with their cardiovascular system, their arteries. And you also incorporate like cups of greens if you're gonna eat raw, or 2 cups if you're gonna steam it, 1 to 2 cups. That's a lot of nitric oxides there. And there's some research, actually there's a Nobel Prize award how nitric acids can really help to improve your cardiovascular health. And for not having risk for heart attack or heart disease, that's really a game changer. And other than that, you can just, if you are like me, a very busy person, you can consider powdered. So for me, I like greens for my part of my repair, because I can just easily dilute with water or put in my shake and drink it. And that's, you can alkalize your body. You can detoxify your body. There's a lot of health nutrients there. And the healthier you are, again, the better to accelerate your health reset, your hormones, your insulin sensitivity, kickstart your metabolism, boost your energy, and best of all, hormones are the big thing, and metabolism as well. So if you're gonna repair your body with the good stuff, whole foods, and with your essentials, there's a big chance that you will reverse your hypertension and you're gonna lose more weight, then you're gonna be in fat adapted. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. And the last one, which is very important, and I will say, especially if you're above 40 years old, please try to incorporate strengthening exercise and cardiovascular exercise. Because if you are doing all those good nutrition, but if you are getting older, above 40 years old, and you have a sedentary lifestyle, you need to move because there's our skeletal muscles are very important. So you doing this, you're gonna lose your muscle mass and your metabolism will slow and you will become insulin resistant and you're gonna be lazy as well. So try to incorporate exercise. You don't need to go crazy from just doing strengthening exercise using your body weight. You can do planks, squats, push-ups, and then for cardiovascular, just increase your number of steps a day. If you can walk outside and rebalance that one, that would be great because exercise, meditation, exercise, that's your rebalancing mode because rebalance is very, very important. And by doing that, you can sleep better, you can enjoy your life. I mean, doing this 5 hours protocol, and most of them are really free. You can save a lot of money in the long run. I know it's kind of expensive at first, but to be ill, it costs you everything. I knew this by heart because I worked in a nursing home for more than 16 years and I used to take medications and my life was very complicated and I was fat, lazy, loaded with medications. Once you get rid with that and turn your life into 360, and by just doing these 5-hour protocols, replace, reinoculate, repair, and rebalance, your body will say thank you to you someday. If you value our content, we have some videos in our YouTube channel, and if you consider to share, like, and comments if you have any question. I really love to read and answer your questions. And if you can subscribe, that will help to boost our small YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Go reset that me.